Hey everyone, Nick from Nick's Crossing here. Welcome back to the train room, guys, for this unboxing and review. Recently picked up this beautiful locomotive over at the Allentown Train Show from Pete Costa's booth. Got an excellent price on here. Can't wait to show you guys this engine, and I've been after this thing for about a year or so now, and I just bit the bullet at the show. I had to have it, so let's get to unboxing this beautiful orange box right here. So here we go, everyone. All aboard. Alrighty guys, so recently I have been pretty harsh on Lionel, and for good reason. Honestly, I feel like some of the products they're pushing for the prices of what you're getting just doesn't really match up. Quality control has been a huge issue, and honestly I was kind of nervous to buy this brand new locomotive, but after looking at it at the train show at Allentown, purchased this from Pete Costa's exhibit booth there, and great people over there always give me the greatest deals on some stuff. So picked it up, brought it over to Sean's Train Depot's layout, probably for one of the final run sessions that layout will ever have. This engine performed beautifully. Now, I will argue, guys, what's in this box sounds and looks better than anything Lionel's producing on their ready-to-run line. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this engine is a great stepping stone if you're looking to get into scale, full-scale pieces, have TMCC legacy capabilities. Also, the Bluetooth capabilities is great. Great features, smoke, lights, crew talk, that's pretty cool. So this, I would honestly say, guys, if you're looking into getting into model railroading, buy one of these engines that's in this box over any of the just Lion Chief starter sets. You will be so much happier, and the bang for your buck. This piece I paid $300 for, brand new, over at Pete Costa's. This engine came out about almost 2 years ago or so, but for $300 you can get some decent cars for it, and you'll also have an engine that you can run for eons with your collection utilizing TMCC, legacy control, and the Bluetooth app. So let's get into let's see what's in this box right here. Alrighty guys, so first off, the box, we have Lion Chief 2.0 Plus, which means basically you get the Lion Chief control through the Bluetooth app. You can run this with legacy or TMCC control. Today we are using the Cab 1L. The L stands for I'm late behind the 8-ball, so I have the purple remote. That works great. This thing, I love running with these remotes, guys. They're indestructible. Not entirely indestructible, but pretty darn close. I've dropped this on the wood floor up here, giving that to guests. You know, you're not freaking out about Lionel remote. Lionel won't even repair anymore with the 990 remotes. So you have a great option here with the purple remote. I also have a couple of them. You can get them for around $100 or so at train shows. Now on the back of this locomotive box, you get a kind of a sneak peek, which I really liked about this box. So I do keep locomotive boxes, guys. A lot of you out there have been hounded on me for getting rid of rolling stock boxes, but honestly, I'm in such a small space. I don't have the room, and I really don't sell a lot of stuff, so if I buy something, I'm usually intending on keeping it. But on the back, you get a cool look of, you can use the universal remote with this, the orange remote here. Then you also get a couple other road name styles of this particular locomotive, which I thought was pretty cool. Goes through all of the features. So now we have Lion Chief Plus 2.0 diesel feature, diesel features, operating Bluetooth, universal remote operation, TMCC Cab 1 control, or legacy. Conventional, you can run this conventionally. That is the other big thing, guys, with the Lion Chief stuff does not run conventionally, and I think that is just bogus. A lot of people don't want to sit there with a remote. They just want to play with the throttle and run their trains. These do run conventional. I don't know why you got to pay that extra money for, you know, a 2.0 Plus to run conventional, but it's whatever. Rail sounds, diesel horn. You get 5 horns, 5 bell pitches. We'll get into those. They're a little crunchy, but I like them. They're cool. Fan-driven smoke unit, on-off switch, speed control, dual electro couplers, which is nice, dual motor, metal frame, directional headlights, and a cab light. So those are all the basic features, and let's get into this box. So the cool thing is, guys, with these, you get the clamshell box. So it lifts up like, you know, like a vault, and then the engine is just laying inside. So you just pull the engine up rather than going out from the side. Here's that traditional Lionel ribbon right there. toss that down. The packaging on here was kind of crazy, but I think this has been around a couple train shows. And there's the other ribbon. Make sure the cats don't get into that one. There's foam going everywhere, and there is our engine. And look at that, guys. We have a beautiful CNJ. I've heard this called the Lady Liberty scheme. So let me get this all together. We'll take a look at her on the tracks. Alrighty, guys, so here she is. This is the newly acquired Lionel GP7 with Lion Chief 2.0 Plus. And this engine, guys, is worth every penny. If you're getting started in the hobby, skip those ready-to-run sets with only Lion Chief or Bluetooth and go right for the kill. Go right for one of these. You'll be so much happier. This is a full-scale locomotive, so if you want to get into scale stuff, down the line, no pun intended, this is your option right here. And this engine's great. Has all-metal gears, dual motor, smoke, lights, crew talk. You can change the pitch of the horn, the bell. You can run this in like 5 different ways. It does feature conventional control, so you're not slaved to a remote or any type of control system. Also, guys, Lionel really thinned out these handrails on here, so it's a nice scale-looking model. Lots of details in the wheels. You have all the brake lines and such. You have the sander plumbing going down, sand tubes or whatever. All your steps are cast in the pilots. Great metal wheels, metal gears. Lots of other little details in here. They even added some of the separately applied pieces for your leaf springs. We have crew figurines. This is the fireman side, engineer on the other side. Separately applied horns on the roof. The vents look great. We have the hatch that comes up on the top to access our program features. And there they are on the inside right there. You can see we have a cast flywheel right there. Most likely made of brass. This tooling right here reminds me heavily of the early legacy GP7s that came out. Minus, you can't take the hatch off for the smoke unit. This is all cast. The grates are not separately applied, so it's a little bit off. But it's pretty much a watered-down legacy tooling for what I could see. One thing to add, guys, so some of you have been asking me, why CNJ? Are you collecting that stuff now? Or, are you switching from one railroad to the other? No. Honestly, I've always been a CNJ fan. Ever since going to the B&O Railroad Museum in my younger youth, they have that beautiful camel back there. And I was always interested in what this CNJ was. Some people call it Jersey Central. Some people call it Central Railroad of New Jersey, or CNJ for short. And I asked the volunteer about, this is probably 5 years ago now, why is a CNJ locomotive here? And it was actually about their CNJ number 1000, the oil electric that they have built by Ingersoll Rand, I think GE as well, or Westinghouse GE helped with the electronics of that. And he said, well, CNJ was a huge part of the B&O because of their shareholdings. So I thought that was very interesting. And they said that the Reading had a huge part owned by the B&O. And after looking up the roster of their diesels at CNJ, a lot of their diesels were actually leased by the B&O to the CNJ for passenger service, a lot of their F units and such. So I thought that was very interesting. So all these railroads, guys, are sort of connected, which I thought was very cool. All right, guys, so we're going to fire up our locomotive. So we're going to give it 18 volts power. I'm using a Z4000 transformer. And we'll be using the Lion Chief app just to show you guys the controls on here. You can use one of these Cab 1L remotes, a Cab 1 or a Legacy. And how I program them, you go up top here, there's a switch to hit program. You type in engine on here, ENG, and I programmed it as 22, so you hit 22. You go to the bottom under here, and there is a latch that says set. And you hit set, put this back so you don't lose the little plastic tab, and then you turn the power off, you hit run underneath here. So you'll see program run switch. And Lionel's been doing that for, over 20 years now, programming TMCC. But anyways, here is the Lion Chief app. It's pretty cool. We're going to click on our CNJ engine here, and we're going to hit link. So now she's all fired up. Now the first thing I like to do is show you guys the sound functionality. So let's turn our volume down. The goofy thing with this engine is that when you move the horn button, it doesn't really register with the engine. It's kind of slow. So if you move it up and down really quick, it plays like a song. So we do this. It gets kind of confused. So I was messing with that over at Sean's house, driving them crazy. So if you want to use the app to change your horn pitch, I recommend just going very slowly. So I believe that's the horn I chose. You also get different bell pitches. Now, my complaint about the bell, it sounds like the bells we have over at Amtrak, like the digital bell. So listen to this. It sounds just like our ACS 64s that I hear while working on the right-of-way all day. So I have it set that way. You have different volumes, horn, volume, crew talk, you know.
We're ready. Is it okay to pull? Go over.
It's got the goofy sounds. You also have the
One inbound against you. Hold for the signal. Out.
different labor sounds and all that. And here's your master. So we're going to turn that up pretty loud. You also got smoke control, which is under your settings. So now our smoke unit should be on. And I can see smoke coming down now. So check that out. It's kind of hard to see, but it is a labored smoke. So let me turn down our volume a little bit. So our smoke unit's nice and quiet. And we're going to hit the bell, which you guys will hear. Sounds like that digital bell on our Amtrak engines. And then here's the horn. My only complaint with the horn, guys, is that it does like this weird flutter. Use the throttle here. You also get, yeah, there's the labored smoke right there coming out. But honestly, guys, the sounds in this are just amazing. There's also different momentum settings. I have it set on medium. If you do like low, it takes, I believe it takes like forever for it to stop. It's kind of cool. You have the voice option.
Dispatcher, we're ready. Is it okay to pull? Go over.
Your typical,
One inbound against you. Hold
typical
for
crew
the
talk
signal.
right there.
Out.
And you get forward and rear couplers. Which is pretty nice. So let's hook up some cars, guys. Let's take this locomotive for a spin.
You are clear through my limits. Out.
Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for this review of my newly acquired Lion Chief Plus 2.0 CNJ number 1522 GP7 locomotive. That's a mouthful right there. But guys, this engine's great. It runs nice and smooth, nice metal gears. It does need to be greased or whatever, lubricated, because it is new out of the box, and I'm not sure what Lionel does, but it's a little jumpy. It just needs some grease in the gears, but that's just typical maintenance. Usually when you get something new, the manufacturer doesn't put a lot of grease. Maybe on like the drive, the worm gear for the trucks has some grease, but the gears underneath usually just have a little bit of like oil or something for shipping. Another thing, guys, the smoke unit clogs up a lot. That's pretty typical with these GP7, GP9 models. Even my mics ones clog up, so it's not a huge deal. One of the stacks was like blasting, the other one was like clogged, so 90% of this video, all the smoke was coming out of one stack. But it is what it is. It's a fun train. I forgot to mention the number boards light up, which is really cool. The markers light up. The cab light does turn off. It's got that ruled lighting, so when the engine starts to move, the cab lights turn off. But guys, if you can find one of these, definitely pick them up. As you can see on the box, made other road names. This is a solid win. I can't wait to weather this and repaint some of the detailing with like rust and dirt and grime. It's going to be a lot of fun to this beautiful model. But anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel, always consider subscribing. Leave a like if you like what you saw. Also, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this beautiful piece, or anything on the CNJ you guys can put in comments there. I'd love to hear about it. But anyways, guys, until next time, happy railroading. We'll see you next time. See you guys.